Hello everyone, this is sixth day of becoming a billionaire and the journey is going very smoothly because I'm taking actions very fast and what I have realized is that though it might be taking time because I am on the first page of preface and I have read it sixth time today. The more I learn from this first page is absolutely insane because every time I read I come upon new points in a very different perspective because today I was realizing that I am reading this book and there are millions out there who are reading the same book following the same strategy, but what happens is that most of the people they read the book, they read it just for the sake of reading it or flaunting it, maybe using it in a very absurd manner, just following the points, learning the points and not thinking about it, because you have to critically think what the book is trying to teach. You have to think critically with each line, with each page, and that's why I'm not being able to move from the first page itself, and that's what I'm doing. I'm rereading it, and right now I read it sixth time. So I came upon few points today also, and the point is that seeking power is a never ending process. It's a never ending game because even though you reach at the top position, you reach at the pinnacle, there will be always someone who will try to push you aside. There will be people who will be jealous of you, there will be people who will be your competitor, and so it will be a never ending process, and therefore you need to be constantly aware, constantly thinking about your plans, your strategies, your ways, refining it, making it better. And the other thing that I realized after reading the preface first page is that whether you are at office or anywhere else in the world, if you are in an organization or anywhere else, maybe in a country or anything, there will always be kind of a civil war going on there in the office. And civil war is basically two groups fighting within the same organization. And so there will be people who will be there will be groups who will try to make their power moves, and they might be making it in a very subtle way after reading this book. And so you have to be reading this book in a very different approach, with a very different approach. And the other thing that I learned is that there are people who want to push you aside basically is removing you from the top position, removing you from the role, from the position, from the job. And so there are people there who do this out of jealousy, out of competition, out of the fear of you being a very good competitor. And so you need to understand this, that there are people who are using these laws of power. And and what I realized is that the line which said smile the sweetest, have sweetest of smile. And so you need to be very careful of the people who are smiling. And that's what I noticed, is that the people who are smiling, the people who have the sweetest smile, it's kind of a sign that he or she is a very dangerous person, because maybe she has read or he has read the power of laws of power, and or maybe they have acquired this after learning through the experience, or maybe they are genuinely smiling, but again, you cannot risk by being lazy or by being too much casual about it. So you need to very, it's kind of a warning. Smiles are warning. As of now, what I think about is that smiles have become warning after reading this book. And the other point that I would try to understand and thought about it is that the power dynamic point, because in any group, in any organization, in anything, there is always a power dynamic among people. There are people who are at higher social ranks, and these are some unwritten rules. There is no something not very official about it, but you will know that okay, he is the leader of the group, he is below him, he he is subordinate to this person. And so when you are trying to shift the power dynamic, you have to understand that you have to do it in a very subtle way, because the way to do things is not letting them know what you are doing. Subtlest of always. You have to be very, you have to very, what's the word would I say, that you have to be very silent, you have to be very low about your moves. And so this is what I have learned from today's reading, after reading it sixth time. And and as I have said, have iron fist in velvet glove. And so after thinking about it again, I have realized that the people who are showing soft nature, who are showing their soft side in front of people, actually it might be all just illusion, and they are very ruthless within. So now after reading this book, I kind of having some trust issues, because now you're not believing what you are seeing. Your eyes, they won't believe what they are seeing, because everything is now becoming very blurry. You don't know what someone is. Maybe they are acting, maybe they are genuine, and you will get to know the true side only after spending time with them, after knowing them. So the saying that goes, don't judge a book by its cover, it's now very true, that I have read this line, iron fist in velvet glove. And so you cannot trust soft natured person, because soft natured person and smiling person is more dangerous, as it seems. Now coming on to the point of vocabulary, so I'm just gonna be fast. So the word is delicate. Delicate is something that can be easily broken. The second word is outright. Outright is basically being open and direct. And the next word is crush. So crush is to break something, and to break something or defeat somebody. And the next word is, what is the next word? Devious. Devious is being dishonest. And the other word is unbearable. Unbearable is when the pain becomes too heavy to accept. And the next word is enticing. Enticing is attractive and interesting. And the other word is act against. Act against is to take actions in opposition. And the other word is, what is the other word? Cunning. So cunning is basically being clever but in a bad way. So when someone says he is cunning, so they are saying that he is using his cleverness for wrong things. And so this is the vocabulary part. And the other part, and the other thing is that what I have learned in Spanish is 30 is 30. 40 is 40, 50 is 50, 60 is 60, 70 is 70, 80 is 80, 90 is 90, 100 is 100. So 120 is ciento veinte. Ciento. So O comes when you go above 100. So 120 is ciento veinte, and 100 is cien, 200 is dos cientos, and 300 is tres cientos, 400 is cuatrocientos, 500 is quinientos, 500 is quinientos, 600 is 600, 700 is setecientos, 800 is ochocientos, 900 is novecientos, 1000 is mil. So these are the Spanish numbers that I've learned, and it's already a long video, so see you later.